Why is it so hard for couples to have a conversation about finances? And the way to answer this is to look at it in three different ways. The first way is no one teaching you how to have the conversation. When you think about talking about your finances, especially if there's a lot of debt or overspending, you might absolutely hate the idea of that. Because imagine someone logging into your bank account and seeing your debt or your negative balances, and it feels really hard to just expose yourself that way. And then it can also feel very uncomfortable for people on the other end of the spectrum of they have a lot of money and they don't want to show how much they actually earn. So it doesn't matter how much money you have or how little, it can be very uncomfortable to open the door to looking at your finances. I would liken it to talking about what's in your nightstand. There can be some very private things in your nightstand, and couples, they struggle in being able to talk about that. They don't know how it's supposed to go. They don't know how it's supposed to feel. And so they get really lost in it. So avoiding it has been the natural course for a lot of couples. In fact, about two-thirds of most couples avoid this conversation altogether. The second thing to consider is that emotions play a major role in our finances. On the surface, money is black and white, it's objective, and feelings don't factor into money. However, it does. And it's one of the leading causes to why people avoid the conversation is because they might feel a great amount of embarrassment or shame around it. And how we feel about our finances, whether it's a scarcity mindset, a security mindset, or a freedom mindset, our feelings are going to kind of be amplified when we're talking about this or just experiencing our finances. And so it can be really hard to traverse any conversation because if you have big feelings of shame, fear, doubt, it can override how you then talk about it as well as how you go about using your money. And the final piece of the puzzle for talking about finance and why it's so difficult is our personal beliefs. Your upbringing, your culture, your experience dictate how you see money. So earlier I mentioned a mindset of security or freedom. Well, your upbringing could have been the influence for how you treat your money.